So God bless you. Thank you for being here. So I'm just sitting in the grass tonight and I wanted to talk about a piece of legislation that was recently signed into law. I also want to say if you're panicked and nervous about this, join me tomorrow. You know I have a video every day at 5 a.m. Central Time, but tomorrow we'll talk about panic and fear and why there's no reason to panic, why there's no reason to be afraid. So I'm going to start with a passage here in Revelation 13, and I'm just going to go to verse 16. He causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive a mark on their right hand or their foreheads, and that no one may buy or sell except one who has the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him who has understanding calculate the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. His number is 666. So what I want to talk about here is the portion about buying or selling, because when we see these things that happen, it certainly, maybe it in itself is not that, but it certainly makes it easier to get to that point. So that's where we're going to go, simply to talk about the buying and the selling. So there was something that was recently passed here in July called the Genius Act. Now, Genius, Genius Act. I am taking all of this information directly from the White House website. Part of the reason is we can't really necessarily trust the media as we should. So I just went straight to the White House. This information is straight off of their website. So if you were to Google the Genius Act, and then you could see that it would say that there's this fact sheet put up by the White House from July 18th. So just a week and a half or 10 days ago. So, okay. So what this will do is make America the leader in digital assets. So I don't know if that scares you, but hoping to bring some massive investment and innovation into the country. And it's supposed to protect us from sort of, bad financial things, etc. And it is the first ever federal regulatory system for stablecoins. So ensuring they are stable and trustworthy through the reserve requirements, and to ensure fair and consistent regulation throughout the country. And it says that stablecoin issuers must comply with strict marketing protocols to protect people, etc. So if you go on to read some of the things that are listed below, it is to make us the crypto capital of the world, emphasizing the need to embrace digital assets to drive economic growth and technological leadership. So also it lists at kind of near the bottom that he had signed an executive order to establish a strategic Bitcoin reserve and a U.S. digital asset stockpile. So I am not saying this is what we know to come in Revelation. I'm saying that this could be a precursor to it. And it's one of those things that people might be really, really scared about. And I don't want you to be scared. I don't want you to be afraid. God's going to keep his word. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen. But we need to be aware of what these things are. And you can do far more research on this in your own time. This is, less than a 5-minute video, except for that's a lie. Some videos go over. But you can do some research on your own and look into this. But be prepared for something like this to come to the forefront that could be the catalyst to launch us into that next thing. We don't know. We just know that the Bible is true and God cannot lie. So when the Bible says that there will be something that no one has the ability to buy or sell except one who has the mark, and we know that this is digital, you can see why something like this could be the precursor. Armor up, we ride at dawn. May God bless you as always. Have a great day.